walking right by me like it's nothing. Fuck you thinking. I saw you feeling me across the room. Now let me have you come here. Can we skip the games and the 3-day text? Oh baby, you have got nothing to fear. Do you fuck with me or am I losing it? Trying to make things clear. Let me take you to my place. Just leave the talking to me and open up, you'll see that I wanna take you back to my place. Just take a walk with me so everyone can see us. What if I told you that I knew I'd figure it out without a doubt? I say, so get those eyes on me from across the room. Now let me have you come here. Can we skip the games and the 3-day text? Oh baby, you have got nothing to fear. Fuck with me or am I losing it? Trying to make things clear. Neutron! Is she for real? I'm looking at you, walking right by me like it's nothing. Fuck you thinking. Let me take you to my place. Just leave the talking to me and open up, you'll see that I wanna take you back to my place. Just take a walk with me so everyone can see us. Let me take you to my place. Let me take Si yo no quisiera, te diría I will never say forgiveness. Tú dime como supieras si no me amas, si no me amas. Well, I got this easy eating away at me, breaking everything that I love, leave me in misery. Don't call me a victim, 'cause I'm just a slave. You keep pushing me closer to the edge again. Suffocating underneath, try to numb the pain. You hit me like thunder. Sé que me haces falta y cada vez que nos juntamos me derramas lo que siempre escondo en mí. You pull me under. Even if I try to hide, try to run, you got your teeth in me and I'm tired of fighting. So finding my past in places I've known to call home. And even if I could recover, I still wouldn't have a reason to stay here. No, I would keep running from who I am now, desperately looking for someone to heal me. Please make yourself appear from the mist. I know I can see you now, I can't refuse. Please make your way out of the dark now. Make me believe that I still have reason to stay here. I'm lost without you. I'll move every mountain here for you. Let it go, just let it go. I want us to go where we last held on. I'll fall without you, right to the ground beneath the grass I'll lay. My bones will shed the tears I left, leaving the memory we once shared. I'll be the one who says sorry for the life I gave you then. I'll come out the dark now. Make me believe that I still have a reason to stay. I'm lost without you. I'll move every mountain here for you. Let it go, just let it go. I want us to go where we last held on. I'm lost without you. I'll move every mountain here for you. Let it go, just let it go. I want us to go where we last held on.
What is good? What is good, family? Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back, everyone. Thank you so much for stepping on by. Let me know that you can hear my voice in the chat by throwing those A's, throwing those A's, throwing those A's. What is good, everybody? What is good, man? Let me go ahead and approach the bench right here, man, and see if I can talk to you. What is up, everybody? What is up, man? Good to see you guys, man. Good to see you. I love it. I love it so much. Already getting a pretty good crowd in here, man. Looking pretty damn good. What is up, everybody? Thank you so much for coming on by. I know that we got a lot to look at here with XRP and XLM, right? I know. I did put out a thread of analysis, though. I got to tell you, I did. Now, well, I guess the thread of analysis isn't what many people were waiting for. Or was it? I'm actually asking you guys. Well, so far, XLM and XRP have been meeting the targets, guys, except the XRP downside that we wanted right down to the areas of 253 did not happen. Only the expected 69-cent target. That was the only one that we had where we said that we could experience a bounce from, right? And this was the as low as we went. Oh my goodness, man. Could it be because of the ISO thing that's happened, or could it actually be because of the appeal? What could it be that actually sent this thing to the moon? But I mean, it's not only that, guys. We can't only focus on that one thing, right? Look at BTC absolutely demolish the outside shorts right now, man. Oh my goodness, this is absolutely ripping above $121,000. This is now all-time highs, guys. This is blue sky territory, and my boy is just going straight into price discovery right now, guys. If we're looking at the moderate conditions here for the squeeze indicator, it's showing us that BTC could actually be reaching up to your $139,000 target, but we do have a more moderate 130,538, which, by the way, absolutely matches the theme, or sorry, the actual thesis, right, that we put together here just a few weeks ago. And that thesis was to run, I mean, I'm talking maybe, guys, I've been saying this for a while though, but I'm really talking about the most recent thesis that was around 5 weeks ago, looking for the potentials of BTC into 127 to 130, and it was very likely coming in soon as of 2 weeks ago. Okay, now, how does this influence things though, right? So the thing is that BTC is not the only one running right now, guys. In fact, your dominance is showing something interesting as well. So that means that an altcoin potential season may be among us right now. So if that is actually we need a little more confirmation about that, right? And I know that a lot of people have been waiting for all of these assets to run finally, right, in the altcoins and stuff. And I'm happy that you're starting to get some of that upside, right? I am very happy about that. But nonetheless, I know also that there could be room for us to also, there are signs here that can have us fail or whatever, that can have us explode to the downside and crypto's over right now. Guys, the signs are there. But the thing is that if back historically speaking, right? When BTC, when XRP, when all these assets ran, they stayed in the overbought conditions throughout that entire period. You know, I'm talking overbought conditions like on an RSI or a stochastic momentum indicator, just some regular technical thing, you know what I mean? They can maintain overbought for weeks at a time as well. Should the catalysts be live, right? Should the sentiment be real and have absolute conviction for continuation to the upside, then why not? You know what I mean? Look at it. Bitcoin is continuously making new all-time highs as it goes. This is really interesting times, guys. I love what we're seeing here. Okay, so now let's take a look at XRP, because it's kind of opposing the move that Bitcoin is performing. And that's because of embedded behavior. Okay, so now what I mean by embedded behavior is that we just experienced the closing of a 3 confluent times, right? So you're looking at the 2-hour candle, right, together closing with the hourly candle, and also closing with your 4-hour candle. Now, what I mean by this is that historically speaking, right, your 4-hour candle, your bi-hourly candle, your 1-hour candle, your 8-hour candle, all of those, every candle that exists, right, there is a statistical probability of a retrace, right? Or decompression, as some might say. In this case, XRP just printed, right, this gigantic 4-hour bar. Now there's a 60 to 70% probability of getting a 50% prior bar pullback. If we're going to be really precise about things, right, we can experience a 30 to 50% prior bar pullback. This is the current bar now, right? That's the one that we're trading at the moment. This is your prior bar, and if we were to just measure that, right, that's giving us a 50% valuation of just around this target here of, what is it, $2.88? Okay, fair enough. Well, there is a $2.88 4-hour candle there, right? That's pretty nice. And there is also one right about there too at $289.36. What I'm saying is that those two candles could be responsible for our, it could be responsible for our bounce, right? We could literally experience a bounce from that area there and continue. Now, the reason why I say this so fast to you is because I just released a thesis on this, right? I just released a whole video explaining the statistics behind that pullback. Now, all good. But what I can say is that should there be any lower targets, of course, we have to be ready for them, okay, guys? Remember that this is a game of probabilities. We're not looking at certainties whatsoever, okay? So mathematically speaking, when you do experience a total of 4 hours of retrace, there is usually an amount that the candle can go to the upside or to the downside from its opening valuation. Okay, so that's called your ATR. It is a form of volatility. It's called average true range. That average true range tells you from the opening of the candle, right, which kind of looks like this, just without those bars up there, right? It would be just the birth of a candle would be a little line like that. Its color, the way it determines the color is if it goes up, it's green. If it goes down, it's red. And if it closes in 4 hours down below that opening, that would be a red bar. Now, wouldn't it be? All right, now if it did the opposition, then it would be green. Okay, so we understand now the very basic of the candle's life. Okay, so typically speaking, right, when we close the candle, the big one, right, there is usually a little bit of something called a peekaboo. I'm not even kidding, right? Not even kidding. There is a bit of a bull trap or a liquidity grab towards the upside, thus faking out the bulls, making them believe that we're about to break out, when in reality, there's probably a need for it to pull back and gather some more bulls and then push to that upside. So this is not, it's not an uncommon thing, right? This is actually something that does happen day in and day out throughout Forex, futures, cryptocurrencies, even bonds, you know what I mean? Even volatility indices, right? So like the VIX and stuff, all of that stuff, they all experience that kind of behavior. And what embeds that behavior is actually us, historically speaking. So with that said, I may be wrong because there's still a support right here from that prior 4-hour bar, which is continuously bouncing from. The thing that you can't measure, guys, the thing that you can't measure is the sentiment, you know, what would be called in this case the psychological component, or the FOMO component. So how much FOMO component do we have here? Well, I can't really say that. The thing is that I can't really go into the mind of like freaking Larry over there in Nebraska, you know, taking a leak, and he just gets an itch in his right butt cheek and he thinks, I'm going to buy 4 million XRP right now. Well, I can't know that. You know what I mean? Because it's going up, and I just heard on Twitter X that it's going up, and I'm going to buy massive amounts of XRP, right? So I can't know that. Right, so those are the things that are, you know, outside sources that really are just, you know, they're not visible and shit, you know. So, you know, do you try to go towards the Milky Way galaxy and try to extract some of that dark matter that's holding the entire galaxy together that we can't really understand what it is or see or really, like, how is it even there, right? So that. I'm sorry. I took it into a whole other level of nerd, but all good in the hood, man. So anyway, so the entry conditions, I'm sure that everybody here is wanting to know. Of course, guys, there is an entry condition at literally this area here at 292.74. Damn it, of course, right? And also there could be one, should we bring the candle back all the way at 292.13? But wait. What if I told you that in typical trading, right? Guys, I'm a day trader guys, that's what I do, right? I'm a day trader, but you can see here that I've been giving you the damn target since February, right? Literally 306 to around 290 incoming, right? So yes, I can swing as well. I can fucking swing like a motherfucker. Yes, I can. But I want you to know that there is a strategy still. Right? There is a strategy still. Now, this is where people get a little scared though, right? Because they're going to think that I just missed the entire run and I missed it and I hate it. Well, in a larger term time frame, like a 4-hour here, we still have 3 hours and 13 minutes to go, and this thing can travel an average of around 8 cents, at 8.5 cents, which is telling you that this can move on average. Well, this is the top here, right? That average is just about $3. So if we mark off the $3, just for shits and giggles here, right? We're going to mark off that $3 zone right about here, there. Okay, there it is. So now that changes the dynamic of your potential risk on situation, okay? Obviously. Now, what time do we reach this here? Would it be in 3 hours where the 8-hour time frame would close? See the time? 3 hours? So if we did absolutely perform that that $3 target. Well, this entire candle will be the one to kind of give us an answer or two as to where we're going to pull back. Okay, well, if we do pull back, that would be now the 8-hour candle's closing valuation, which would be the 4-hour. Okay, I'm sorry, the top of that, right about here, the 294.27 to roughly 294.70. Of course, we would have to observe now this top, 297. So that would be the entry condition for a more conservative play. Because a lot of the times, we have people buying tops. So this is now a top because we're at resistance at 297, right? We just saw that 297, $298 target from the 306, right? That we actually put together as a thesis from entering at 207. Here it is, right? Well, actually, that was the new thesis that I provided for you guys. So all good. So if we can't actually meet the 306, here it is, right? So this was the play, right? And the entry conditions were way, way, way down there, right? So for this explosion, so we got the target, right? Many people ended up taking some profits. Not a lot of people exited the entire building. That matters. It matters, okay? Because does it belong to you as a strategy, right? Is it part of your nature? So if you don't want to exit, then that means that you would probably secure some profits here, right? So you can stay net green and let this thing continue running, or pull back to the area that we actually wanted initially, which, by the way, I believe it's the daily SMA 50, and it didn't actually do that when this asset typically does. And I don't share that is because it's just such a, it's such a crap statistic, but I don't, moving averages and everything, guys, that's all good. It does work. Of course, indicators like an RSI, MACD, all of that stuff, it does work. You just have to know how to read it, right? All good. But in my perspective, guys, the way that I use things, right? This is my algorithm here. I coded this. I use mathematics. I use a bit of physics and geometrics. So you have statistics, right? You have your geometrics, mathematics in general, right? Statistics, some fundamentals with a sprinkle of psychology, which is where you use your discretion, right? So if you have some of that, then you'll understand the probabilities of whatever may happen based on the averages that the moves can do, that the candles can do, So that's how I observe things. I observe them by mathematics. And if you were trading with me alone, you wouldn't see any of these lines. You wouldn't see any of this. All you would see is volatility on top, stochastic momentum, maybe that, and also this, my data cells. Which, by the way, it is completely free to use should you join the Arca Bull trading team in Discord. But anyway, guys, so let's go ahead and take a look at what's going on here from an immediate short term, and I'm going to just go ahead and show you what could be happening here. Because yes, I did put out a video that we have likely all-time highs coming in for XRP. Throw those A's in the chat if you like what you are hearing right now, guys. I literally just suggested in a video that all-time highs are on their way for XRP. Man, does that feel good for the XRP holders that have been holding here for so long. Oh man, that is actually a really cool thing, guys. Congratulations to all of you, right, for holding and believing in your asset, right? This is an incredible moment for you. It's going to be a surreal week. Okay. Now I want you to keep an eye over some fundamentals in I'm not going to say just traditional market, because there's something going on with Congress. And I'm not sure if they're trying to pull some weird crap off, right? So, let me know in the comment section if you can agree with that. But you know what, guys? I know that I haven't even said hi to you guys, right? I see you in there, George. What's up, buddy? Man, look at this, man. I haven't said anything. Rashawn, what's up? Good to see you there. Scotty, I see you in there, man. What's up, Ben? Oh, man. Let's do it, guys. Let's do it. I know a lot of comments are coming in right here. I see a very nice group. Thank you guys for coming on by, tuning in, saying what's up to your boy Arca here. Good stuff. Now, I know, guys, that sometimes my language or the way that I speak may not reflect the type of trading that I do, and that's because I'm I don't know, what do you want to call me, a young dad or something? It's all good, right? I develop algorithms. I write I write strategies, I write code for automated trading systems, right? High frequency trade systems which, by the way, guys, if you wait for me, you are going to be the first to know right now. I'm going to just announce it to you guys here, right? But I can't really give you the details on it because I'm still learning how they want me to, like, you know, display it and promote it for them. I have officially partnered, right? So now the first actual brand deal came in for Arca Bulls, and I've never ever accepted any of them until now because it's going to benefit the trading team. So I said to this, by the way, it's a broker exchange that now the Arca Bulls have been partnered with. I said, I don't want anything as far as you giving me money from the signups or how much they trade. I don't want any of that money. What I want is for you to give me a good execution deal for them and me as a link that everyone can use should they see my videos. So that means that if for a 30-day grace period, you're going to be able to get this link and pay a VIP and use VIP 2 tier, where it usually requires $40 to $60 million traded in order for you to fit that tier for execution. So that's that kind of a discount that you're going to get because I said I don't want any money. So that's what I did here. And because, you know, I have to tell you if I'm going to make money or not. I'm not. But in exchange for that. So let's go ahead and give it up here for the Arca Bulls because we have partnered with the Femex exchange. So that is actually the news here, and you're the first to know it. I haven't actually released this news just yet. So we're going to be putting together the whole commercial here on every video that we release, and that's going to be what we're going to do. Guys, throw in A for the chat to celebrate here for the Arca Bulls, man. This is an absolute amazing time here for us, and I can't. It's surreal to even reach that, by the way. Now, there is an offer on the table, and I can say the name because I'm not in cahoots with them just yet. So, again, actually, you know what? Throw a B in the chat because we have Arca Bulls, right? Throw a B in the chat if you think I should also partner with Blowfin. Blowfin is the other broker exchange that is interested in partnering up with the Arca Bulls. What, man? Another broker exchange. Guys, oh, CoinFox, what's up, buddy? Good to see you there. Guys, really? You think so? Okay. All right. So maybe we give the discount right to the team, the links, the special links for the team through FemX, and then we have Blowfin kind of give me the profits, right, from the signups of the other people. I don't know. Maybe I do that whole deal again. So then we have like 60 days of grace period, right? Hold on just a second there. We gotta be wise. We gotta be wise asses. Okay, guys. So the reason why I partnered here with FemX, guys, is because of this. So wait for me, right? I'm going to give you the link, and it's going to give you that special package. Now, I don't know if you're familiar too much with the TradingView platform, but the reason I chose it is because it has what's called Broker Connect. So Broker Connect is literally going to be able to give us the direct connection here. So you log in to FemX from here. You know, right there, right? So you log into FemX from here, and we're going to be able to execute not just regular trades, guys. For those of you who know already, you know. But yes, that's right. We're going to be executing our algorithms, right? So I write automated trading systems, guys. Like, for example, this one here. This is Omega Advance. Right, so advanced here, I started off with the test here, right, is starting off with $1,000 in December of 2023 to today, and it's generated just about $1 million with that strategy. Now, go ahead, and I'm gonna be sharing here the exact strategy and inputs and everything, right, guys? So you can just visit the links in the description below, and they're available to you guys. Whatever. This is called Omega Advanced, right? And we have more. Hybrid Elite is the newest one, but whatever, guys. Let's go ahead and continue on the analysis here and take a look at XRP here because, damn it, all-time highs are being had here. Okay. Anyway, here we go, guys. So if there is the downside, because we keep on rejecting here, right? The upside is not generated only by BTC. The reason that we have an altcoin season sort of starting is because Ethereum is making its little bit of a move here. It's having trouble at 3K though, right? It's continuing to reject a little bit. But with the power of Bitcoin and Ethereum together, then you have a massive amount of assets just running and running and running. No pun intended. And don't sing it. I'm not going to pay any royalties for that. Anyway, Destiny, I got you. I'm going to try to get to that as soon as possible. All right, guys. So here it is. If we do get that peekaboo, expect resistances at 294.67. Should we get the pullback that we actually want? That's conditional. Okay, remember the condition here. The one target that you can maybe get as risk on, 292.74. That's I don't like that. I don't like it. I'm just telling you. Okay? And I also will say that there is a probability of these two. Okay, the zones. Take your screenshots, take your notes, whatever you need. Okay, guys? But what I will say is remind you one more time, guys, that if there is the possibility of breaking your all-time highs, I'm sorry, I'm talking about the weekly highs, the monthly highs here. So if you break above that 297 and we actually reach the targets of about 304 or 306, that'd be great. But remember that the hard target for me from the video, it'll explain it, that I do have a $3 solid target based on some closures. Okay, so that means your resistance is $3 to just about 306. Cool. So if we have that resistance there, remember that your entry condition changes to be that 297.41 down to that area of 294.60 because we're breaking out of a new resistance. So that naturally we break out, right? And then we would start creating what I'm going to color it in here for you so that you can kind of see what I mean. And we're going to make this a focus, right? This is a conservative trader's entry. Okay, this is not the FOMO entry. Well, maybe a little, but still, this is a conservative entry. So you make your top side, right? Whatever that may be. And then you retrace to start validating the supports here. So that means that we're breaking an existing resistance, right? In order for us to top out at the next potential high that we're going to have to break and validate to validate this one first. Okay, so let's go ahead and put those targets down there or up there, right, for your convenience. Should we make the run the way that I'm talking to you about, it would look something in the, I guess, in the vein of this, right? So first, right, we continue to the upside. This would be the rejection area, right? Right around here would be the rejection area. There could be that false peekaboo, that false breakout liquidity grab. Everybody's waiting for it here, right? It could be just a little bit above that prior bar. It could be all the way to that top bar, right? It could be slightly above it. And this thing usually, right, usually is not XRP, but I'm telling you that usually traditional price action rejects at that point and comes back down to the areas of the conditions that we're talking about for entry, right? So should that be the case, this would be that liquidity pool for us to kind of reach into, grab all our water and let's go on the trip, right? So from there, we would then bounce towards that upside. Okay, guys? So please remember that we're not there yet and we're just imposing right now, right? This is, or we're just, guys, it's really just an opinion here, but I got to tell you that it's price action. It typically follows a certain way. Okay, so we naturally go back up again, validate resistance, but then we have to convert it into that support. So we try it all over again, but this time we actually try for the bigger breakout. It takes a little bit of time sometimes, you know. It did have a pretty nice run to the upside from the last few hours, and we're testing that same area where people took profits, just a few days ago. You're 297 to 291. Okay, so it's a psychological area because it's a whole dollar, guys. It's 3, right? So people that have been holding, from freaking 3 cents or whatever, I don't know. You don't know. Many people here would just risk off, and you can kind of tell in the means that, well, here, I can show you. This is your on balance volume, okay? This is showing you how many people, I know, guys, throw an A in the chat if you did see the video analysis where I explained the on balance volume versus your literally your price, your asset's price. Throw an A in the chat if you know what that is. If you get time, check near. Okay, so near protocol giving us some signs or what? Let's go. Oh man, dude, nice. So the near protocol would be a whole bunch of assets too. Okay, so guys, if you do remember that, then you know that the on balance volume is telling you how much or the curvature of people buying or acquiring the XRP asset and holding it, right? So they're holding the asset like that. So they're showing you here, right? My complaint just a few days ago, right, was the fact that this thing had a regression to the downside, and this was to the upside. So I was like, guys, this is a trap here, right? We're gonna face some downside from 291 or 297. So that's when I pointed out the targets of 269 or whatever, 266, 265, 259 and 53. And should we reach even lower, it'd be 245. But to 253, I think is the daily SMA 50, right? So that typically happens, but it didn't happen, or it still hasn't happened. That's also something that we have to kind of keep in mind as traders too. The potentials of it having some type of rejection. So how hard is that rejection at that point? And do we have any news that can impair the continuation to the upside? What can it be? Let's brainstorm, right? What can prevent? Because that's something I have my master's students also learn. By the way, the master's students are, guys, we have literally just about 24 seats left for the $100 live mentorship with me starting in July 26th for 9 weeks. So get it for $100, right? With the link in the description below. It's for beginners, right? Literally for beginners. And we'll touch on other concepts. But what can invalidate this? Can you tell me, can you guys share with me in the chat what can invalidate the upside continuation? But it would have to be something very bad. Is there something that can be denied? Let's see. Oh, Bill, I love it. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And by the way, guys, if you haven't received your confirmations just yet, as we have a great amount of volume from the indicators and the algorithms, we're going to make sure to get right back to you as soon as humanly possible. But what do you guys think could be kind of a bad catalyst here that can prevent the upside from XRP? In that case, we can potentially price in further entries. But if we can just think of that, and maybe later, manipulation is always the case, of course. But what I mean is more of a fundamental catalyst. So this is what I was just showing you here, guys. You don't actually have to, you know what? Trump, right? So, I mean, the dude has been super bullish on this thing, man. You know? XLM target was taken already. The XLM target, oh no, what? Like the upside target? Okay. Damn it. But very nice entry though, right? We suggested entry down into the 23s, 24 cents right before it ran. But guys, check this out. This is what I was going to show you. When you are acquiring XRP, right? Even though we see that there's continuation to the upside, these are all your day traders, right? You have you have in, out, in, out, in, out, in, out. So there's literally people buying and selling all the time. But the overall concept or the overall idea here for XRP is that people, for the majority of this, are actually just buying and holding, right? So my suggestion was downside from 298 or 297 from when we hit it here, right? Of course, people are not going to want to hear that, right? But I am just being as transparent as I can be, right? We were overextended. Statistics show that there could be a possible downside. I'm going to restart that camera here. And then we could experience that downside. So guys, that downside is paired with, remember, it's paired with a psychological component that I can't measure. So I was off by a few cents in the drop. But the thing is that I stopped people from potentially selling it all or wanting the pullback or from buying more at that top. I prevented a bunch of cool things, right? So this time around, please remember that I am looking at the potentials, guys, of a retrace. I want the retrace to happen. That'd be cool for us, yes. But here we are making that move towards the upside that we said. Guys, if this thing liquidity grabs, remember, here's the condition before we get to XLM. The condition is potential liquidity grabs at 294.67 or slightly above. The thing is that we can also reach this area here and bull trap people at 297 or slightly above, and then that potential drop. In which case, you're going to start seeing supports at this 294.60. It's not done, right? This would then run into the next liquidity grab, $3 to 306 to pull back and enter either 297 or 294 like this. So keep an eye on that, okay, guys? Keep an eye on that play. Here is your condition here, and then everything would be good. But volatility and everything, guys, is suggesting a potential near-term target of $3.3676, $329.12, and $321.78. So that's currently what I'm observing here, guys. So should there be some type of confluence here via geometrics, well, we can go ahead and certainly take a look. Why don't we take the overall feel here from the top of the price action? I'm going to use a Fibonacci extension or a retracement here, very much unnatural to how people are used to using it, right? So we're going to take it from that very top side to the very lowest bound here, and we're going to see if we can't actually meet ourselves with a 618 target or a 272. So, okay, let's take a look at this, and also maybe pull this thing freaking back because I can't see nothing. Okay, so first target 306, absolutely meeting our 272 fib. Take a look at our next target 321.78, absolutely at the 618 golden ratio. We definitely have the 2 fib right above that 329 and definitely confluent with the 272 at 336.76, but geometrics at 342.36. Very nice. Now, I'm getting a question here. What did you guys say? Let's see. XLM target was taken already. I got you, Scotty. Let's see. TWAP measure move, $3.52. We are absolutely confluent with the 618 at 355.75, my brother. Let's go. You are dead on that. Let's see. When for the high target, 2 weeks. Well, Bunny, I spoke of the. Let's measure this, right? So you're talking about XRP or XLM? I imagine you're talking about XRP is this target, right? We can, the hardest thing to do is always time the market, but using averages, we may be able to at least provide some type of idea, right? So Bunny said, when Lambo, she said, when Lambo? No way. When for the high target? Lambo 2 weeks? Okay, so let's just assume that Bunny is talking about, she said it, okay, XRP, got it. Okay, so we're moving on a daily basis here, just around 13 and a half cents. We're sitting roughly at $3 right now, or $2.94. So if we were to, remember that anytime there is a daily time frame, right, a daily candle, these are whole days here, right? It takes an entire day for it to close. So if we are moving directionally, right? So, and you would measure here 13 cents. So in this case, 283 to just about 294 is measuring around 11 cents. So that's fine. And we still can see some upside even in the near term, right? So this may actually meet your 297 to give you the 14 cent or 13 cent average, right? Pretty interesting how that happens. And this this candle too, that did reach roughly that same type of average true range. So that's your average true range when a daily bar opens. Okay, so if this did continue, that theoretically means that we can take 2 candles of the same value, right? So I'm just going to give you a basic, super duper basic, and very much a non-good idea to take into consideration here of when that can actually happen, right? So we're going to take a bar analysis here and add that to the top side of around let's just say 297, right? We said, okay, all right, fine. Yeah, let's do that. So let's go to that 297 target and observe when those top side targets can be. So without FOMO, or with the present FOMO, or that psychological component applied as is, right? You can see a 321 target into Tuesday, or just 322. Okay, so if we were to continue now, let's do it like this, right? Hold on. I'm going to do it like this here instead, right? So it's actually just about Wednesday. Now, if we were to take this here into your next set of whatever, and we just kind of pull back just a little bit, well, it looks like you could reach that by maybe Thursday or Friday with a potential top side of around 350 or 348, which, by the way, CoinFox in the chat just mentioned that his TWAP, the moving average, the target measured is actually around 355, which now, using these daily bars that we're catching here, like one by one, with the present, I guess the present, what do you want to call it? A psychological component? You want to call it with the present FOMO, whatever that is measuring a potential top side of around that 336 to 348 in the coming 5 days or 4 days or 3 days, right around there. So I hope that can actually give you some type of an idea. Now, this is assuming that we don't get a pullback whatsoever, though, okay? So make sure that you are keeping that in mind, okay? But I will say that the top side targets here are completely geometrically confluent. I am using statistics here, right? Average true range is leading towards a potential top side here based on many other time frame closures, like, for example, your let's see, what was the 5-day time frame? Oh yeah, your weekly time frame just closed, right? This is your new bar here. So the weekly time frame does have an ATR top as well. So look at this. You have an average true range, right, for just about 37 and a half cents. So that tells you that from the opening of this weekly bar, you can expect an average move to kind of total out to around $3.21. Now, here's what's curious, is that $3.21, should we look back just a little bit more here, is absolutely this candle here from January 27th. So now I'm wondering if there was something particular there. Well, I think there was, right? First of all, in November, we did talk about the reserve, right? There were also a few other fundamental catalysts that were mentioned. We did also have a rate cut, the second rate cut, which, by the way, was the first one that was a 25 bip, because the one in September was a 50 bip. The one in November 7th or whatever, that one was a 25 bip, and then we had, I think, one more after that was a 25 bip as well. So that kind of is interesting, because that would be a critical upside. So the top of this 321 has all of those psychological components applied to it. And that's why I'm saying that it's really interesting to see. Guys, if you can't see it, let me just do this for you. Right here, right? Let me apply this thing to this. Show the damn thing. Blow it up. You look at it for yourself. Current average true range top, 321. So my algorithm here, based on stats, is actually giving me that target. It's not only that target, but it is confluent to your 1.618 at 318 and a half. Okay, well, I like all of the things that are being said here. So that's why I challenged you guys. That's the thesis, guys. Make sure to be careful, but I challenged you to think, what can invalidate the play? What can be said? Somebody said Trump, right? Somebody said whatever. It's gonna be what it's gonna be, honestly speaking. So now, Bill Brown saying, unrelated question. I'm curious about your desk and screen setup. I wonder if you would show it to us sometimes. Yes, absolutely. So the camera is fixed right now, right? So we can do something about that. But yes, I am, many of my followers, they do know already, but I am a music producer, right? Mixing engineer, mastering engineer here for years and years and years. And I am a songwriter. I am also a performer. I was signed to a band. I was signed to a label, toured as a musician. And this desk here is actually a Pro Tools complete setup here that was made for the creation of my music. I have credits in for example, on Sons of Anarchy, the Mayans spinoff, right? With 20th Century Fox, and I create music. So everything that you hear from the introductions to the background music is everything created by me. So I am just this one-stop shop of everything, right? So this is, this whole desk here is just completely built for creation. And it is high tech, but thank you for asking the question, by the way. But it's fair enough. People should get to know me too. But guys, that is it for XRP. Now, how many of you guys, before I continue, throw those A's in the chat if you want to see XLM. Now, I'm going to go ahead and just turn up this music and find out if you guys want to get that XLM ticker figured out. Let me know. Throw those A's in the chat right now. Hit it. Let's go. Keep it moving. Keep it moving. Let's go. Let's go. I love it, guys. I love it, man. Look at all that. I love the love. Okay. Here I come back. We got it restarted, right? Very cool. Very cool. Man, thank you so much, everybody, for coming on by. I just want to go ahead and give you a reminder here, guys, to make sure to pick up that mentorship program. It's going to be live with me, guys, for 9 weeks for the beginners to show you how this is done, right? Everything from the beginning, the aspects of candle analysis to the platform we're trading to strategic concepts, executions, all the way across the board, guys, for 9 weeks live with me for $100. Hit the description, right? The link is down there. And take advantage of it because the seats are limited, right? So I try to put a limit on it, but usually it just completely overflows. But guys, thank you so much. Let's go ahead and move along now to your request, and that is going to be ticker symbol XLM. As you guys know, we actually put together a pretty interesting play on the XLM asset. And by the way, team, these are now just for those of you who haven't seen the video just yet, we were talking about a bottom side from up here somewhere, right? We were literally just making highs, and in the video I spoke about a pullback that would likely be in this area here. Okay, so take a look at how we're hitting these targets, right? This is your candle down there. In fact, I think that we could actually make this a little bit it's not as good as I would like it to be. How about like that, right? So yeah, then we could see kind of the insides of this, but sometimes when I analyze, guys, I just I have to go kind of whatever the color is to preserve time and be as concise as I can, even though my videos are like 1 million years long. But so far, the targets that we have talked about, right, from these top sides have hit, and we're still within the entry criteria of this. So now, because we're still within that entry criteria, I want to find out, right, through the means of volatility, if we still have continuation to the downside, see if we maybe get a double bottom or a second opportunity to really validate the true support, of which is just around 480 or 48, right? Okay, so let's go ahead and find that out now. We're going to use, guys, if you are not really familiar with how I do things, right? I do things here through the form of volatility and momentum. So give you a quick little crash course here. This is volatility in linear. So if we are expanding like the way it's about to break, right? This is a critical level of 15%. Breaking that level with an upside slope means acceleration, right? Means participation from the people who are buying and selling the asset all at once. So the frequency as this goes up means it's more people and more people. So more volume too, right? So volatility starts to increase, thus accelerate, right? So this is what we're gonna use the comparison, right? That's gonna be acceleration in a car. So faster acceleration, meaning we're going faster that way, right? So what gives you the bias though? Because this, if it's going up, that doesn't mean that we're going upside. It just means that we're expanding. It means that we are accelerating. But what way are we going? Well, you can figure that out through momentum. Me particularly, I like to use stochastic momentum in its very standard setup. I'm talking about your SMA 14 as a K% and your D% as an EMA 3. So your exponential 3, simple 14, smoothing factor of 3. It's as stock as it comes, right? No changes to that whatsoever. I like stochastics to tell you the direction that we may be on. Right? So that's your delayed look. Okay, so now that we know that this is our pitch wheel or our steering wheel or whatever, and this is our throttle or accelerator, then let's go ahead and find out what we're presently doing without any of these crazy drawings all over the place that Arca likes to put up. Or those crazy algorithms. All right, so so let's go ahead and start it off here, guys. I see. There it is. Let's get rid of that. Okay, so very obviously downside happening right now, but let's dive into a really granular time frame. Let's go down to the areas of 5 minutes. Okay, so the 5 minute time frame appears to have had a little bounce here, right? So that little bounce is, to me, a very short-term time frame dead cat. Okay, now this dead cat can be figured in a few ways, right? And I would really hate to figure it out by this tiny little thing here. So why don't we do this? We have two potential targets from two head and shoulders formations. This being an outlier, don't worry about that. We'll just go ahead and skip it. Left shoulder, head, right shoulder. We also have left shoulder and right shoulder, your head, right? Okay, so that's what I mean. We have a biformation here, right? So this is bearish, biformation, but it's also within a 3-minute time frame. So that shows us that it's only 3 minutes worth of downside. Remember that your time frames each have an ATR, the average true range. If you're curious for now, let me just pop it up. That means that we can move on average on a 3-minute time frame 0.2037. So it wouldn't even complete the whole penny at all. Fine, man. Fine. Okay. Let's get that bias. All right, guys. So let's see. Well, this could be the continue or the bottom side here for a 3-minute time frame, which is, or even a 4-minute or 5-minute, that is retracing to a 50%. There you go. 5-minute time frame retracing towards a 50% or 30%, right? Just like it kind of always 60 to 70% probabilities. This would usually continue to the downside upon validating that resistance there. Okay, so now that it's potentially there already, and we can see further downside here, so that's curved to the downside, and we may be starting to expand or accelerate. So it's getting a little weird here, right? Okay, let's go to the 5-minute time frame and see what's up. All right, 5-minute time frame still has a minute to go, and this is the prior bar. So guess what? Your resistance level could be right there, literally right there, or we can observe these top sides right there. You see how it just rejects like crazy before me? Damn it. It's okay. It's okay, right? So let's go ahead and now continue, right, guys? If that is truly the resistance that we're going to face here, know that that is... guys, the behavior. Remember the behavior. 50% prior bar pullback, continuation to the downside. So let's go towards the 10-minute time frame now and see what's up. 10-minute time frame is indicating a potential upside, though. Well, that's curious. Oh, CoinFox, buddy, I love you so much, dude. Thank you so much, bro. Giving me a 20 spotter down there. Gifting 2 free monthly memberships to Arca's Discord. If you're not a member, type me in the chat so we know who's eligible, and Arca will choose 2 lucky winners to join him for 1 month each. Guys, that is absolutely amazing. Make sure to type in me in the chat as CoinFox here is absolutely sponsoring a free month to the private trading group that I have. Guys, go ahead and type that in, and we'll go ahead and guys, just hang out with me, right? And I'll be randomly selecting you guys within the next 30 minutes or something, right? So awesome. Very, very cool stuff. I love it, man. I love it. Thank you, CoinFox, for that very kind and generous donation here to the team. Really appreciate you. I see you guys coming in. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Thank you. All right, so let's see what that upside is looking like. So the 10-minute time frame showing this upside with via momentum, and we're very contracted though. So let me give you an explanation of this. Keep on typing those me's in the chat, team. I see you guys. I love you, and I'm gonna be able to select the 2 lucky winners here. I love it. I love it. I love it, man. Thank you guys. So now check it out. Check it out. We have the resistance coming up right around here, which is telling me that we just closed a larger time frame. So if we're now looking at 49 cents, like what the hell did we close, right? So we got to keep on looking. This is your countdown. 15-minute time frame is coming to a close. Okay. 20-minute time frame is just starting, but it had a huge, what looks like a hammer candle there. Okay. Your 30-minute time frame did actually, it's about to close in 3 minutes and 41 seconds, printing this huge hammer candle. That could be reversal here, guys. Hold on. Your hourly time frame is actually proving downside with 30 minutes to go. Hang on. That could be your maybe liquidity grab, but I can't tell you for sure. But we're gonna do this. Okay. You see the downside here, right? So could it have? It's one of 2 possibilities. Did it already reach the average true range low? Because it did go all the way down there. So if it did do that, then that means that the bounce here is to retrace and validate the 50% of the prior bar. But If it reached its ATR before that, then we have the probabilities of breaking out. Let's see. So we have about 0.018 cents for this thing to pull back from the opening being up here at 49.99. Okay, the ATR low is telling you 48.16. So where did it go? Oh man, okay, so this thing went to 48.41. That's pretty damn fair enough. Okay, all right, so we're in a tricky situation here. But you know what that is, though? It's a very dangerous area that we're in because we're technically at a 50% range. So I'm going to have to show you this. Here, let's do this. Wow, 122,500 Bitcoin. Nothing happening there, guys. All good. That thing is completely ripping towards the upside. So, right, guys. So I'm going to show you this on an hourly time frame, right? Let's get back here and you'll start understanding how these things kind of happen, right? Let's go to the hourly, right? 1H. Type that in. Get rid of the algorithm here. We don't need that boy right now. Let's go ahead and type in or look at that 50% range that I'm talking to you about, your pivot highs. Okay, so let's draw a box right around that, right here to right about here at that top side. Look at where the price action is sitting. You see where it's rejecting? So we're presently in this chop box here. So if it is true, then damn it, that actually may be able to bring us down to a lower target. And I'm using I'm sorry guys, I'm using the total cap. So let's just go ahead and bring this thing to spot price on USD against Coinbase instead. And this will be a little easier for you guys to understand, right? We don't need the total cap on this. We just need to be able to understand what the hell is happening with price action. So should we have immediate short-term time frame candles validate a break over this 50%, thus creating support of this bar's 49.97, this bar's 49.97, and this bar's 49.97, and this bar's 49.97. Well, we have a pretty strong immediate short-term time frame support, but it's a strong resistance too, though. We have to break above it. We're 49.94, 49.95, 49.96, and oh, hold on, can we make it? That's the thing. So now that we know that there is a possibility of breaking above this, let's go back and see. Okay, 5-minute time frame. Now let's reread this again. This time around, check this out. Volatility spiking, upside 5 minutes, 25 seconds to close, and it hasn't seen this big ass bar just yet. We actually may get a straight up pivot here and an expansion signal in the next 13 seconds. 12, 11, 10. Let's find out. Let's see if we can get a further upside bias here to confirm. 4, 3, 2, more upside volatility. Let's see. Okay, we definitely have absolute confirmation for upside on stochastics, but this, what happened to that? Okay, I can explain to you. This downside is what happened to that. Notice how the top of this area here is sitting at this bottom zone here. That means that the bears were starting to gain strength, but at that low, they were also losing strength. So that means that the bear pressure was starting to lose strength, thus bringing in the bulls at support and competing against that short, right? Very cool. This now solidifies a continuation to the upside via 5 minutes. Now we see how it topples over, right? We're going to use that domino effect. Let's see if we can create this thing, right? Let's see if it can move and cascade into the next time frame and to the next time frame. Okay, now mind you, we just got an opening of a 10-minute bar here. It's okay. It's okay that it's red. Sometimes that means pullback. So we have two confluent candles right here. So there is a possibility that this thing can drop to right around this area right there. Okay, so if that happens, 50% is complete. Should it have any further downside, that would be around it there. Okay, so let's see. Upside with potential expansion. Upside here on stochastics, very good. Let's continue. 15-minute time frame now showing us potential expansion, upside continuation, and we just got the open of the new 15-minute bar with a potential 50% retrace too. Very cool. Okay, now next, how much upside do we have? I want to know how much upside we have until this thing is pivoted with an absolute downside posturing. Should it, if it's not postured to the downside completely, I am not considering the ATR, the average true range. Okay, 20-minute time frame still has upside, right? Okay, cool. And it's still going, thus printing a new bar here pretty soon. That's absolutely cool. Okay, the 30-minute time frame, let's see. 30-minute time frame, this one would be it here. So it has 30 minutes worth of upside based on this closure. You just got that bar there. So that means that your 30-minute time frame also pulls back, but continues. So let's see the ATR on 30 minutes. Let's go ahead and I'm showing you how I do this on every single video that you guys comment on saying, damn, bro, you called it. Damn, bro, you called it. Okay, statistics are leading for an average true range upside on the 30-minute time frame that are worth just about 1 cent, 0.0129. Okay, so that puts us at an ATR top of 51.27. Man, okay, so 51.27 is roughly around here. So what does that tell us? Well, that tells us that the range of resistance for this specific asset in the near future, I'm talking about really close to now, would be here first, right? Now, from this area here, we're seeing downside. Okay, how long? Hours worth, but we know that the hourly already got it. So that's cool. Let's go to the buy hourly. The buy hourly is waiting. You see how this is completely straight? It's waiting for the for the domino effect from the earlier time frames. Which way are they going to choose? Because the larger time frame is still waiting for them to decide. I'm saying them as they were people, whatever. I'm just getting you to try to understand how it is that I use. It's kind of like average. Yes, volatility against price with time, right? So if that's the case, we're going to see the buy hourly hovering here until it freaking closes. But notice how it's definitely an indecision. Now, naturally, these bars on the upside, they usually mean downside. It's usually pretty bearish. But we're also now on a 2-hourly bar printing this huge bar to the downside with a support down here. So that could give us an idea. Let's continue. Let's just see. Now, the 3-hour time frame is also completely flat, and it's closing in 25 minutes. Let me give you a statistic, though. About usually, well, your 3-hour and 4-hour. And let me just see the 4-hour, and I'll give you that stat. Okay, oh man, that is even better. Your 6-hour time frame is a perfect example. Remember, guys, that when you have this, notice this, okay? You'll be able to test it, and you'll see how many times it happens. When you're observing a 6-hour time frame or an 8-hour time frame, like large time frames like this, when you are roughly reaching 20 minutes to 15 minutes to the close of the 6-hour bar or the 8-hour bar, you will see a 50% retrace of the candle, either down or up, should it be going either direction, right? So it would be appropriate to the decompression of the direction that it's in, opposing the direction. Okay, so that means that this is telling us that there is a 50% prior bar or existing decompression here, which would be around 49,227. Do you remember that target being a one that we just spoke of that's potentially it? So we do have something there too. It's rhyming with us. And it's also reaching the low that we talked about a little bit earlier too. We'll remember that we're in a 6-hour bar, but here we are reaching that low that we just said that we were going to come down to because we got a 15-minute and a 10-minute prior bar 50% retrace. And here we go, right? So the dynamics of price action usually happen like this. And that's how I teach my students. I will never teach in hindsight. I teach as it happens. So I teach before it happens. So that's what I want for you. I want you to never have to rely on any influencer, any X or alert system ever. Come to my classes, and I want to teach you how to never look back again and be yourself. Okay, guys? So here we go. Looking pretty damn. Oh, damn. Oh God, look at that rejection from that. What is it, guys? Who did that? No, I didn't create the market here. No, of course I didn't create the market for XLM. I don't own XLM. There's no way I could have known that was going to bounce like that from that target there. Is that magic? No, it's not magic. It's definitely not magic. It's actually just math, right? So if it's actually just math, then we know that there is a probability basis on this. And there is an embedded behavior reaching back to the beginning of this stream. Damn it, cool. I got to tell you guys that now that we're inside of this target, that may be a low. Maybe. But if it is the low, because remember, we already nailed our other targets. Those are done, right? Those are absolutely done. The ones that we talked about from the video recording, I don't know if we're going to reach back here, but just to show you, right, here we are. It reached here. That was part of the entry, right? And now we're just kind of validating, breaking above what's called, look at this, let me show you. Remember, when we have support, right, we're supporting from it. But if we break the support, we have to come back and validate as resistance. But here, we're reclaiming the structure above support, and now we're coming back to test it. Now look at the target on that. You see where it's at? 49.30 or whatever that is? Well, that seems to be confluent to the 6-hour 50% too. And it just so happens to be confluent to these two candles as well. And this one here and all of the other stuff that we talked about. So the confluence is really what we're looking for, right? Let's go back to the 5-minute time frame and see how much we can overshoot. So are we going to come back to our original place? I don't know, guys. That would be amazing if we did, though. Okay, so it looks like the 10-minute time frame still has this massive upside in 2 minutes to close. 15-minute time frame still has a huge upside here, and it's already okay. So the 30-minute, or what was it, the hourly bar? There we go. Hourly bar about to reach some area of 50%. You have to keep an eye on which bar's closed, right? Here's the 50% of the hourly bar, because I had to use this bottom side here because look at this thing. We still haven't retraced it. Okay. And we did say that if it did reach the bottom side, oh, there we go. Look. So we had the hourly bar open, right? We did reach that bottom side, retraces to the 50%. Then we have potential continuation. I don't know. So the 5-minute time frame and the 2-minute time frame would have to technically start retracing from this area in here now. That's what I have to deal with every single time I put together an analysis thread for you guys, right? So I have to determine it. Could this be the absolute one? Could this be the absolute one? But know that I'm not teaching it, right? I have a little more concentration on the price. So, so then we are able to nail some of those targets. For example, the target that we were talking about for entry, right, on XLM. It's just, guys, there's no way I'm ever going to be able to explain how that's done, but I can go ahead and teach you how it's done. You know, all that is absolutely cool. But this was your entry, right? If you haven't seen the video, then I'm just going to tell you now. This was your entry when we were talking about this right around here on July 5th. So July 5th, we signaled entry at these levels here, and we signaled also a top side of 50 cents. We re-entered some people here and continued on to the analysis to where you can see this being some of the upside targets that here. Right, your 54 cents. We still haven't even reached it. Good times, man. That's XRP 296. No way. Let's go. Is it really? Oh God. Okay. This is still XLM, right? Let me see. I want to see it. That'd be pretty freaking cool. Okay, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and randomly choose right now some people to be part of the trading team. We have 2 donations here, right? Oh man. Oh, goodness gracious. Okay, so who is it going to be, man? Okay, a coin. I love that so much, dude. Thank you so much. Okay, so if you are still here, George Nieves, you are one. Please come by, right? Let me go ahead and get that link here for you, man. I'll get the link for you guys, no problem. Hold on. And I'll have you guys just come by. All you have to do is literally just follow the link. And when you arrive, just mention Arca, at Arca, right? Say at Arca YouTube. And also, I need to know who you are, right? From YouTube. Because a lot of you guys end up changing your usernames. And that also makes a huge amount of confusion, but all good. Okay, guys. So we're gonna make this link here for you, and was that Jorge Nieves? Man, come on up, brother. Come on up. Okay, here you go, buddy. Hit that link, right? Okay, now the next person to join. All right, here we go. We're gonna choose. But you know what? Hey, okay. Do me this favor. Throw some A's in the chat if I should also donate and match his donation. Should I do that? Should I actually match his donation and be just as awesome and break even on that and not have the gain on it? I think I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna go ahead and allow now from this point 3 more people. Okay, here's the first one, right? Justin Fetzer, man, it's you. All right, come on by. Come on by, man. All right, who else do we got up in here, man? Come on, guys, say it. Me. I'm going. Justin, I got you already, right, buddy? So here, I'm just gonna go ahead and put that thing in the chat again. Here you go, man. All right. Well, the next winner is okay. All right, fine. Roshane, I got you. Hit that link as well. All right, guys. Now we have one more person. This is a lot of fun, man. This is absolutely a lot of fun. I got one more person here. Who is it gonna be? Okay. We're gonna Scotty. Dude. Okay, man. Well, I got you, brother. Of course, now you have to come in. I love you, bro. Thank you. Okay, all right, fine. Let's do this. TT, it's you. You are crazy, my bro. You are absolutely crazy. You are ridiculous, man. And I didn't say this officially, okay? Angel Morningstar, hit that link. Shh. Don't say anything to nobody. All right. Here we go. I got you guys. No problem. Okay, come on by, hit the links, okay, guys, and then we'll get this thing to do its little dance, okay? I'm very excited to be here live again with you, team, okay? This is absolutely cool. And you know what? I'm gonna guys listen, okay. I know I see you guys in there. I do. Okay, so I'm gonna randomly donate here, okay? So Bill Brown, because I got another $20 in here, so I'm gonna do that for you guys, okay? So Bill Brown, come on in, right? I love it, man. That's really cool. But congratulations, you guys, and make sure to mention me when you get there, okay? Make sure to mention me when you get there. And okay, and then Chipper, I got you, buddy. Come on in. Oh, damn! You just literally sent the chat. Okay. I got you, buddy. Hit the links, guys. And welcome back. Welcome to the Arca Bulls trading team for a month, guys. I really appreciate you. Okay, come on by, and we'll get you in. Not a problem, guys. You're very welcome. And actually, it wasn't really me, guys. I tried to break even here, but then I got another donation, so I had to break even again. So it's really you guys that did this to yourselves. That's absolutely incredible. Okay. You got my back, I got your back type thing. Okay, so XRP, you guys were telling me that it resisted from where? So hold on, guys, hold on. So I know that somebody put the fire sticks up there because I was telling you that we would resist from there and thus enter there. And if that is really the case, then we are going to see the rejection happen from that point still, right? Was Arca stupid wrong or just stupid wrong? Okay, well, there it is, guys. So yeah, we did get that pullback from literally right there, and here it is. So right, and remember what we said. Look at this is why I do it. Here is your line, right? Let's make it really thick. There you go. Here's your slight upside, right? Rejection to come back and validate this downside. Guys, come on. I want you to observe this live so that you can see how price action can be determined based on math, right? I love that we were able to determine this. So we said upside first, rejection second. Let's see if we can get ourselves down to the entries that we set here, right? Remember, if we can, this is your no good entry. I don't like these here, okay? Your 299.74, sure. If you want to take them, right? Or 291.13, whatever these two are, fine, okay? But I can't tell you what to do, but I really want to see if we can get down here. It's going to be tough, right? It's going to be really tough. But one signal can tell you this. If we print this bar to look just like this, right, with the long tail looking like a hammer, it's not a hammer, that's a shooting star, right? The shooting star formation in trading analysis usually means a psychological retrace or a pullback, right? And we have 12 minutes to close this hourly bar, right? So I want you guys to kind of I want you guys to kind of see how these things are happening, right? And it doesn't mean that we panic. It just means that, oh, you know what? Okay, we faced a resistance. It's all good. No problem at all. Then let's go ahead and not lose our heads here. And let's just go and see about potential opportunities down wherever we may see some, I froze again, right? Down to wherever we may see some cool prices, right? Psychological lows, areas that we just broke called inflections, right? These are all inflection zones, even all the way down to this 284 here, right? That's going to be this one over here at 285.71. We have another two here, right? 288. We have the one at 289.32. All of these are an overall zone that we just broke out of because we resisted, right? We resisted and broke. So then we come back. So what do you think of this here? Check this out. Before we move on, check this out. Look. We broke here, right? This is a high that we created, right? So then we came back down and we blew up. Now, look at what happened. We actually got that pullback right into this top side here. You see that? Because we broke out of this. So we went up, bull trapped, came back down, validated support here, but wait. We also continued and we didn't feel that was enough. We also validated this entire support down here. The overall downside support. Look, I mean, you can just put a freaking line in there. Let me right here, this line. Check out all those candles. You see those? That's the validation of support. So we got to break above it, support, maybe liquidity grab, continue. And now that we're getting this candle to drop and drop, this starts to look kind of familiar too, right? Just like it did from this area with this drop here. That's what I mean, guys. Typically speaking, we retrace, right? We just want to validate it. We just want to make sure that we are in good standing with an acting support or a conversion of a support, resistance into support, right? And then we move onwards and do it all over again and again and again and again. You want to see? I'm not even kidding. Look at this. We make a top, we drop here, we lift off, we come back and validate that area prior to that, right? We lift off. Now we kind of validated this area here and we lift off. Now we break like crazy all the way up here. And then these candles, these two alike ones, get tested. But then we go up and fail this resistance, we fail that resistance, and we test those two candles again because this one did too and this one did too. You see what I mean? Now we break above this area here, so we do that and we test there, right? And we couldn't do it because we needed to test this too, and then we go. This is confluent to this low, right? This high is starting from this area to this area. So these are the waves of the market, right? LCPL Payne, my brother, I love you. Thank you, dude. Thank you so much. I feel like I have to go and choose someone now. I'm going to break even with them, buddy. You're so kind, man. Thank you for the donation, dude. Easy Sly, if you're in here, I got you, brother. Come on by. And if I can get one more, Nelly, please come in. So let me give you guys the link and please come on by. Thank you, brother. Thank you so much for your donation, man. Really. You guys are amazing. Thank you, guys. So, yeah, guys, and you know, this is that was that downside, I guess. That's about it, you know. I want to make sure that you guys just are in the clear with these things, okay? Now, I want to invite you, right? Because we usually do what's called a kind of an after party, right? When we do these lives. Right, we do these lives and we then bring it to the private Discord and then we continue our analysis and market prep for the potential trades into the next day. So crypto is kind of done here already and then we continue it, right? So that's why, I mean, we'll look at everything, guys. We'll put the plays up. Should I sell it? I can't tell you what to do, but I will say that if I were in risk here, I don't think I would sell. I don't think I would sell my position personally, right? I still think that we could have some pretty good opportunities here, you know? So, this is now it's trying to reach the target that we initially said, but now, you have kind of two momentum bars here suggesting further downside. And you can see how much they can move on average. It's like, don't use this here, right? And I don't think that we should use this one here. That's what I'm telling myself. Like, bro, don't use it. It's all good. Futures big red coming in. That's insane. Okay, so yeah, guys, just that's really about it. Okay, so let me. You know what? Just for my buddy here. I'll do that for you, but this is going to be the last ticker I'll look at, guys, and we're going to take a look at H bar. So please know that I'm going to put here the alert. So if it hits our targets that we want, then we'll know just via these alerts, right? And we'll be notified here as soon as they do hit. So I'm going to put them there. So I'm going to look at that ticker symbol H bar and everything will be good, right, guys? I love teaching this, guys. I love teaching this. I just want to, oh, okay, we got the first target. Wait a second. Damn it. Hold on. Uh-oh, we got the second target. Wait up. And we got the third target. It feels like we still need a balance. It feels like we need a balance. There you go. Here's the balance. Hold on. Just relax. Right, guys? You see this? We resisted, came back down. I want to show you the bounce. Here's the bounce, right? Here's the bounce. We continue to the downside into what could be our first area of entrance. See what's happening? So that's guys, that's literally the dynamics of price action. And that's how I teach my students. I don't teach them on anything in hindsight. I teach them with what's gonna happen, right? So make sure to hit that link, guys. Hit that link in the description below. It's $100 for this 9-week mentorship for you to learn how to do this with me live, literally me. Yeah, dude, hella liquidity grab there. And I still like, I still feel like we could be tested again, and that test again would be a very important test because should it actually print, look at the closure. See the 5-minute close? This thrust would be volatility swing, right? So we would use the volatility on the downside since it's more susceptible to it. And should it close lower, well, that would be downside. But so far, we're above the 50% of that bar. So technically speaking, your 1-minute, 2-minute candles would be bullish from here. So that could have been, it may have been entry, the fact that we'll retrace and, kind of look at the 50% again, sure, whatever, but so far, I think that was a pretty good target for now. We never want to over leverage and we never want to just, it's a hammer candle. It's good. But still the pullback, that prior bar, whatever has to do its thing. Right. So guys, if you like the way I analyze, please do me a favor, hit those A's in the chat right now, because I want to know that you guys, can you relate to this? Do you like it? Right. Is it cool to be able to observe the possibilities or potentials of price when everyone is telling you no one knows what it's going to do? It's not about knowing. It's about probabilities, guys. Mathematics. That's it. You can do this in so many different ways. Right? I appreciate you guys so much. So now, buddy, I understand. I'm so sorry. I didn't, it's just everybody would, this thing was kind of getting ready here for the downside, right? So just in case, I'm going to go ahead and re-put those alerts here, right? I was doing this so that when I analyze your H bar, then this wouldn't, it would just tell us while we were over there, but it just so happened to be that I was at that moment. So all good, right? And yeah, so I mean, apparently, guys, what I said was that if we break down into this area, then our next test would be back into this zone again. But we are at inflection here, so we got to be careful there. Okay. All right. So I'm going to leave this here for now. It's going to chill and do its thing. It's a little thingy. And then we're going to go ahead and take a look at your ticker. What is it? H bar. So let's see what H bar is doing for us. And see what's okay. Oh my goodness. It's got to be bright yellow because we are at a take profit here. I haven't seen H bar now for a few weeks, guys, or more. I don't know. So let's go ahead and take a look at this from a larger time frame and see what's up. Okay, so yeah, no, never mind. I don't know why I even drew that there, but all good in the hood. Okay, so the very important breakout happening here with HBAR. I'm gonna be very concise with this because I want to put together a real thread of analysis, and I'm also gonna put this on spot price USD Coinbase. Okay, so yeah, take a look at this, right? New day is in line here, 6 hours from the open of that new day, and we're kind of rejecting here. So if we are rejecting, then we already know that there could be that possibility or the potentials of remember, a 30 to 50% prior bar. Okay, so naturally, since we're breaking out from this huge area that we just explained why and how price action retraces like that, well, I would say that this would be a pretty good zone to test. Why would this be a pretty good zone to test? Not only because it's a huge trough there, but take a look more to the left. See here? That's huge. That's a big area to kind of validate. Now, the thing is that you're also paired with a couple areas that would give us some liquidity grabs, right? So the overall zone, I think, could be down to here. I'm just using discretion first, okay? So I'm gonna do it down to here. Now, I'm using it down to there because there is a confluent target that not many people can see. 3 to be exact. So here is one, right there. So you have these candles here, right, that are very close to each other, but it just so happens that one of them is perfectly in line to it. Okay, so now let's go back and take a look at the other ones that it's very confluent to. Right here, check that out. That junction here between those two daily bars, it's absolutely massively important. So now that's telling me that we have an area, but what would be our 50%? Well, we can kind of see it already. Take a look at it here. See it? Take a look at it right here. You see it with that bar? How about with, let's see, do we have anything in history? Nothing else? Okay, let's go ahead and take a look at one more time. Okay. So this area here, cool. This area here, very good. We have all of this too. Oh man, okay. And then this one. Bam, right there. 50% of the range. Good. This is why I say, guys, do not ignore your 50% of the range. There's likely some kind of freaking thing in there that's going to get you a bounce or two, or maybe not, whatever. We just put it on there because we gotta. Right? So here we go. Let's just extend it and see how well we kind of chose that. Very nice. Check out that 50% there. So that's training your eyes, guys. Okay, it's just training your eyes. Not a cool. I mean, not a cool trick or anything. It's just the way everything. It's geometric. You know, it's statistical. It's price. We see a zero target. Right? This was. I mean. Did you think that we would just pass HBAR at 25 cents and then just continue to 30? Hell no, that's 25 cents. So 20 cents, 15 cents, 10 cents. You know, those are all very important levels, you know? So we have to kind of test them. So in this case here, this was your downside, right? That's your 11 cent target there. So kind of rhymes with your 10, right? Your top sides in here, the 18 kind of rhymes with your 20, right? The 50% of that retrace. Look at that. Ooh, shit. What about down there? Your 7 cents is because we're not going to break out above the 5 cent zone yet, right? And also that's where we started. So there's a whole bunch of reasons why we would test relative to the 5 cents, 6 cents, 7 cents is because it is psychological. And then you do your thing. Okay, great. So we have a double bottom formation here, thus introducing a W. So I'm going to leave it really easy here for now, guys, because this is your potential entry condition. These are your potential entry conditions. I'm just going to put them here. I got to finish up here. We got to get over to the market prep and do our little game, right, guys? So here is a very tentative analysis here, right, guys? So this is what I got to tell you, though. This 50% or this top side measures a really important area. And it is a zone that we can kind of use for a take profit upside or I would say a measured move. Here we go. Let's measure it. Take a trend line like that, right? The whole W, and apply this trend line to that top side right there. And this is telling you that we are on our way to an all-time high. So the target measured move via this formation here is just about 40 cents. It's suggesting 42, but the psychological target isn't the target. The tangible price is the target. The historical price is. Okay? So that's really what I want you guys to kind of look at, okay? So be careful with this, guys. I just want you guys to be extremely careful. I mean, I know that things are running like freaking crazy, and it appears as though we're never gonna pull back, right? I know, I get it, guys, I get it. But remember that tradition, embedded behaviors, all that crap plays. It all plays. Look at Solana, right? It's the same situation. Breaking out of this thing up here, we still got to come back and test it, right? So if we do test this one, this is the target. Now, why is it the target? Arca saying that that's the pivot right there, so that's good. Arca saying that that's the pivot right there is good, so that's the pivot right there, it's good. We're matching a whole bunch of pivots everywhere, and there's a couple others here that we can use. Okay, so let's use those. Cool. So then, should we have any further downside? Well, yeah, we can always face this one down here, or maybe why not? Let's go to that one there. But I think that it would be best in here. Now, the reason why I say that is because we're presently building a kind of this looks like a bull flag, you know, a very traditional bull flag, by the way. So your measured move on that. Now I have to test it and invalidate it, guys, but I don't have time right now, but I can just go ahead and show you that your measured move on this is about 180. And let's put a trend line across that directly and take a look at that rhyming. My goodness in heaven. Okay, that measured move looks pretty damn good. And I will say that if this thing in 16 hours or 17 hours, whatever, closes anywhere in the size of this, very likely are you to consider that upside. Okay, but for now, I think entry conditions for Solana, very, very, very discretionary targeting that I'm doing here, not mathematical, based on raw price by itself, not financial advice, testicles. It would be roughly here. What was that notification down there? What is that? XRP crossing what? Let's go take a look at that before we go. Oh, okay. So it looks like we came back down like we were talking about, right? We were saying, no, you know what? We could double bottom. Well, here we go. Very cool, right? How cool is it to kind of observe that and see the potentials and probabilities of price action to do that? So be careful, guys, because this thing may have a little bit of a lower target. I'm going to leave you with this, okay? Dead cat bounce is presently at play. If it doesn't create a higher low, right? If it doesn't create a higher low, this is your low. If it doesn't create this area here, a higher low, and continues to match this bottom, there is risk of further downside, which can lead price action into a lower valuation than I initially thought, which would be roughly, here's your hard target. 283.50 may be in line. Be careful, okay? I just got to say that we need to make sure that we can build the higher low here, and then we go. 3-minute time frame is you can observe it there. All right, team. Well, I think this is a pretty good place to leave off. If any questions or concerns, guys, please reach out to me. You can actually, guys, if you don't even know, I actually am on X, right? I never ever promote this, but I'm always posting there. So go ahead and follow your boy here at X, right? It's gonna make sure that it's this guy here, right? And I know that there's a bunch of Arcas over there. So never, ever, guys, I'm telling you now, do not ever reply to somebody that comes up to you first. I will never reach out to you first, ever. So for the people that won, you have to type in what I said, okay? So you can do the YT and your name on the YouTube stream, because I'm not gonna know who you are. I can see that we got like a massive amount of subscribers here. Okay, so make sure follow us here on Twitter X. You can also DM me here as well. Right? If I missed your thing or whatever. So yeah. Okay, guys. So I love you all very much. And damn it, guys, I know, I'm so sorry. I know, I do see let's see, $100 is crazy cheap, seriously. My bro, thank you. Craig, you got it, buddy. No problem. Michael Payne, if you're still in there, buddy, I love you so much. Morton Hansen, I love you guys. Thank you, sir. Melito, what's up, Adrian? Thank you, Destiny. Shane, I love you. I love you, man. Thank you, Bunny. Thank you, Bunny. Thank you so much. See you, Raw Shane. I'll catch you guys in the inside, little ninja. All right, guys, just be sure to check that you share servers. You'll notice the fake accounts do not share servers with you on Discord. Yeah, guys, they sit in the area where the landing pad. They sit there and they wait for people. So never respond to anyone. Okay, that's saying that they want to give you money and they want you to transfer their wallet. Guys, no. Okay, no. I will never reach out to you first, and also know that I can speak English. Like, my grammar is pretty damn good. So read closely. If they sound like they're, I'm not going to say anything. Just yeah, you know what I mean. My bro about to get handled right here for being super racist. Okay, I'm just saying, man. I'm just saying, okay? Make sure that you don't give your money out. You'll be surprised how many people actually do that, man. It's ridiculous. But okay, guys. Well, this is it here, man. Okay, good. George, love you, buddy. Thank you so much for doing that. I will catch you there and do the damn thing. Make sure you say that you are George from there, all right? Because I'm not going to know who you are. Oh, man. All right, guys. So thank you all so much. Please be well, and we'll talk very, very scary Jerry Larry soon, all right, guys? Peace out, team. Peace out and peace out and peace out. Please take whatever I do show and iterate within these videos as just a form of entertainment, as it cannot suggest for you to buy, sell, or hold ever any assets whatsoever. I need you to do your own due diligence, and everything will be cool. But with that said, team, I wish you well, a very, very good rest of your night and or day, and I will catch you at the bell mañana. Adios!